Hello and welcome. Here we discuss movies, and today we are talking about Late Night with the Devil. It's a found footage horror film with a unique premise. The story follows a taping of a 1970s talk show called The Night Owls. During the Halloween taping, the host Jack Delroy invites several mediums to show their abilities in front of a skeptic to boost ratings. Colin and Cameron Cairns wrote and directed the film, which stars David Dastmalchian as Jack Delroy, Laura Gordon as June, and Ian Bliss as Carmichael the Skeptic. As always, good news first. The story is complex, subtle, and full of mystery. It starts slowly, introducing Jack Delroy and his show The Night Owls, and then ramps up in intensity and speed with each new guest on the show. The story flips back and forth between supernatural and hoax, and by the end you won't be quite sure which way is up, but you'll definitely run in the opposite direction. Also, paying attention to the background never felt so rewarding. There were so many little details that added whole mountains to the story. Members of the crew who weren't who they said, conversations that seem meaningless at first, and strange happenings that never quite get the camera's attention. Then there's the cast. Oh my god, the cast is amazing. Ian Bliss, Laura Gordon, David Dastmalchian, Riza Tori, and Faisal Bazi all played amazing characters, and their reactions were visceral. David Dastmalchian gets the lion's share of the screen time and carries the story on his back. As the host of the show and the lead character, he's asked to be charismatic, funny, and professional no matter what is happening. Dastmalchian nails every aspect of the show host, but also mixes in honest reactions that are gut-wrenching. The way he recoils at the possession, or how he obsesses over the image of his dead wife in the recording, he truly seemed like a haunted man. The others didn't get quite as much screen time, but each of them played a person putting on a persona which falls away as they're presented with evidence of the supernatural. Each of them has to deal with complex emotions and does a fantastic job with their reactions. The visual journey was both beautifully shot and wonderfully complex. They used retro color to recreate the 70s television look and did a fantastic job of it. The shots were clean, precise, and had that perfect camera swapping that they do on TV. For the behind-the-scenes moments, they switched over to a black and white hand camera, which felt like they were trying to say that this was a more honest viewing of events. It added quite a bit to the experience. Okay, now on to the movie's problems, which basically all stem from how stylized the film is. They chose to go into the talk show format quite heavily and totally neglected elements like music and the graphical effects. For music, they had the Night Owl Band playing the show's theme after commercial breaks and a few sound effects to back up Jack Delroy. Most of the time the film was silent and didn't have much in the way of music. Instead, they filled it with dialogue from the audience and ambient noise from the studio. It works okay for the atmosphere, but it would have been more interesting to hear a few tension tracks during the film's scary moments. It definitely would have been more memorable. They also used older slasher-style visual effects for the gore and the demonic moments. It works okay sometimes, but generally looks cheap and chintzy. I laugh whenever I see a sock puppet being used as a worm or when they start pulling out fake eyeballs. It takes me right out of the film, and this movie did it a few times. During the climax, they went for slightly more visceral kills, which were way more impactful. After I saw them, I wondered why they didn't do more of that earlier. For me, this film was a bit of a treat. It's a well-written horror film that doesn't rely on jump scares or loud music to be scary. It also has impeccable acting in it, with just about everyone in the cast pulling off a great performance. And the visual journey is unique and interesting. It isn't without its flaws, but it is a great film that keeps you on the edge of your seat. As for a rating, I'd give this film a 7 out of 10. Remember, these are just my thoughts on the film. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Bye-bye!